Alrighty guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the Best Investing Money Management channel on YouTube. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the top 5 monthly dividend stocks to buy. Now, the reason why I love monthly dividend stocks, obviously, is because of the dividends. Yes, you guys can start a passive income stream, so you don't have to, work. You can get out of that 9 to 5. You can invest into some high quality stocks that can slowly start paying your bills. That's the overall idea. But there is a couple tips that you guys need to know. The very first one is make sure you guys have a broker that offers DRIP. DRIP is dividend reinvesting. So pretty much what that means is all the dividends you get, starting out, you don't want to use those to pay for your bills. You want to use those, you want to reinvest them back into the stock so you start the snowball effect. So pretty much those dividends now are going to be giving you dividends. And then those dividends are going to be giving you more dividends because you have more shares and you're starting that snowball effect. Okay. So the biggest thing, guys, make sure you guys have that. I'll put some brokers down below so you guys can sign up with them. But starting off with stock number 1 is ticker symbol EPR. Now, if we actually look at this stock here, right, it does not move a whole lot, which is good. The reason why I say that is because when you invest, yes, you want a little bit of growth, but you also really care about these dividends. So you guys can see we do have a nice solid upward trend in the stock price, which is really well, which is good. What that means is, pretty much you want those assets going up in value plus the dividend. So you want the stock value going up, so you're making money on that side. Then you also are going to be wanting some dividends come in. So if we actually look at it, you guys can see the past earnings, they did very well, causing a little bit of a bump in price, but nothing too crazy. On top of that, they pay a 25-cent dividend every single month, which is great, right? I understand with a $50 stock, 25 cents, you might be saying, Carter, that's not even worth it, but you have to start that snowball effect so you guys can start making, that money. Moving on to stock number 2 is ticker symbol GOOD. Good. Now, the reason why I love this one so much is because we have that growth, right? If we actually draw it out, this thing does have a very solid upward trend, right? If we actually look at the lows, that's at like $13, highs up here at 25. Great growth. On top of that, if we look at the dividends, they pay about a 12-cent dividend for a stock that's only $20, $21. You might be saying, well, Carter, is it worth it? Yes, because you guys are going to be getting growth on the stock value side, plus the dividends every single month. On top of that, this stock was trading for about $25. It sold off, and if you actually know anything about technical analysis, this is the overall hard support is right here at about this $20 mark. So this just has that tendency to get buying pressure. What that means is the next resistance is up here at 22. Next resistance is up here at 25. So on top of a good opportunity for just a natural, solid long-term investment, this could be a possible good swing trade if you set your stop that just say below 20. You're risking $1 to possibly make 5, which is really a solid risk and reward. Now, moving on to the next one here is weekly. Now, you might be saying, well, Carter, what is that? I've never heard of this. Well, this is pretty much an ETF. It's backed by SoFi, and this one's a little different. You guys get a dividend every week. This is fantastic. So you guys can start counting on these dividends to start compounding your account on the weekly side. Not to mention, guys, if we look at the support and resistance on this one does have a whole bunch of great holdings in it, like ExxonMobil and other ones very similar to that. But it does have some heavy resistance up here at 50, more resistance up here at about 52. And the hardest support, as you guys can see, is all the way down here at 48. So given the stock's at 48.80 or 49.70, this is looking like a good opportunity to hop in right near that support line and start working its way back up to some of these resistance lines. Now, I understand a lot of people don't like investing into high volatile growth stock or ETFs like this just because it doesn't have as clear of an upward trend. I completely understand that. So I wouldn't go heavy into something like this. But if you want an ETF that pays you on the weekly side, this would be the one for you. And that is WKLY. WKLY. Moving on to the next one here. The next one here is Maine. You cannot have a monthly dividend stock without talking about Maine. Now, if we actually look at this one, this company actually buys a whole bunch of different real estate. That's what most of these are different types of REITs and real estate stocks. Now, looking at this, we do have some resistance up here at about $44. As you guys can see, it's hit it and just has that natural tendency to see sell-off. Support, on the other hand, is going to be this old resistance right here at about $41. Now, if you guys know basic technical analysis, old resistance has a tendency to act as new support. Given the stock is right near that support line, for me, this just looked like a great opportunity. Pick up a couple of shares and just hold it and kind of see what happens with it. Stock's only almost about $41, and if we actually look at the dividend, that's about a 21-cent dividend plus very solid earnings. So I think we'll slowly start seeing that push back up to some highs here within the next couple of weeks, if not a couple of months. But still, great opportunity. The last and final one, you cannot have a monthly dividend video without talking about O. Now, ticker symbol O is also known as Realty Income Corp. Now, this company was pretty much the front runner of the monthly dividend payouts. As you guys can see, they pay about a 24-cent dividend. They've sold off from about $72 all the way to about $65. Has that heavy resistance up there at that $72 mark. As you guys can see, it just has a very hard time breaking over it. So if we just draw that out, you guys can see it very, very clear. Major resistance at 71. Major support would be stepping in right here at about 63. So for me, right now the stock's at about $65. You could be risking about $2 to possibly make about $6-7, which is about a 2 to 1, 1 to 2 risk and reward, which is pretty decent. But the biggest value is going to be that monthly payout. You guys have that solid growth, as you guys can see. And you have to understand, does have some resistance up here at 71. But for me, this company buys a whole bunch of different real estates, and as the tenants pay their lease, their rent, you guys just get a little bit of that money, which is a great way to kind of invest in real estate, but without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, guys, all of these carry a lot of potential. The biggest thing, do your own due diligence. It's just obviously just my opinion, so make sure you guys do that. If you guys want to learn more about investing in the market, I'll put a link to my course down below so you guys can sign up. But other than that, we are all set. I hope you guys all had a great rest of your day. We'll see you later. Remember to stay happy, guys, stay positive, and stay safe out there. Take care, everyone.